NUHS also conducted a survey on mental resilience, talking to nearly 2,000 people about their personal well-being during the pandemic. It's found that older people, or those 45 and above, believe they are mentally resilient and able to handle negative emotions. They say they're more likely to stay calm in a difficult situation. Younger respondents were more likely to have anxious thoughts and preoccupations. For a closer look, we're joined by family counselling psychologist Adrian Lim. So, Mr. Lim, do tell us then, the findings seem to corroborate conventional wisdom, if you like, that the older one is, the wiser one is. In the context of COVID-19, how has age and experience perhaps primed older Singaporeans for the crisis?
I mean, like the old adage, Chinese adage, they have eaten more salt than you have taken more rice, that kind of thing, right? So the whole idea that they have gone through much more in their lives, especially the older ones, and they have experienced other challenges over the years, right? SARS and the financial crisis, and then the H1N1. So they had their experience, and really experience counts, all right? In knowing what to anticipate, how to manage, how to cope, and what else to do during those times, right? That is unpredictable, all right? At least you have crossed over the bridge before, so to speak.
So is this a reality check for younger folks then?
I think it's part of growing older and experiencing life. I mean, it's in a way, many those who are maybe below 30, below 40 may not have that life experience, especially during the autonomous years in the 1950s, the 60s, and the 70s, when the bread and butter issue was an issue, security was an issue, safety was an issue, right? Many of them may not have even gone through hunger, right? Uncertainty of insecurity issues, of jobs and all that. Things have been pretty smooth sailing all these years for the most of them, I would say, right? Yeah. So this gives them the idea that, all right, suffering and tragedies can actually be a positive experience as long as we are able to learn from them.
Yeah, so why is it important then to understand how mentally resilient people are during a crisis? What can we take away from this?
Resilience means that you would have to encounter something. You have to hit something to experience that difficulty, the sense of helplessness even, or even hopelessness. When you realize that, hey, I am not able to manage this alone. I have to actually go beyond myself. I need to reach out. I need to be humble enough to ask somebody else for help. Do I have the resources? Do I have strong enough ties and relationship with my own family members? Do I have the humility to actually ask for help? And many of these issues that affects our ego, our who we are, the sense of losing face and all this, all these things has to be understood in the context of what we are experiencing now. So we have to go beyond what is the normal to go beyond something that is unexpected. And in this situation, the COVID-19 situation, all over the world, not in Singapore, it is unpredictable. It is turning many governments, many people, families to relook at how they are living, how they are relating, how they are interacting, and how they understand each other better. Or sometimes even locked up in your home, right? And all these experiences were actually August, to me, is a good experience for us to go through some form of crisis, tragedies even, because it is only through those difficulties, right, that we are able to be psychologically learning what it really means to be resilient, which also means in layman's terms, the ability to bounce back. So this bounceability or rebounding ability is so very important for our younger people in societies to actually experience, right?
Well, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. We've been speaking with family counselling psychologist Adrian Lim Peng Ann.